feelings and be careful when you flash it. And when you play the game, man, you better know your options. Don't try to photocopy when you out here being saucy. It's getting too spicy, I ain't even had my coffee. Don't be wrapped up in your feelings and be careful when you flash it. And when you play the game, man, you better know your options. Don't try to photocopy when you out here being saucy. Spicy, I ain't even had my coffee. I'm up early in the morning, time to get it in.
Ladies and gentlemen.
This ain't a fool's rush in, but I'm coming with a passion. I'm trying to get to know you while you thinking that I'm asking. I like to get it poppin' cause my sound is super sonic.
Good morning, Nina. Good morning, Chocolate Brownie. Shout out to LA. Yeah.
I know the best way to make it is to cut the drama and give it my all and follow through on what I promise. And even if I fail, at least I was honest. See, I can only do what's in my power to do, and what good is this power if I use it like a fool? If I wanna make it to the top,
good morning, happy Friday.
Don't try to photocopy, you can never top me. I was born to be a winner, you can never stop me. Don't try to photocopy, you can never top me.
I was born to be a winner, you can never stop me. Hey, hey, little Hawk, I see ya. Good morning, Angela. Good morning, Shay. Miss Boss Diva. Happy Friday. Got to be careful. Kareem, yes. Ray Ray.
I'm chasing my purpose in this music business. Let's get it in. I'm so focused on my mission. There's no competition. There's no excuses for opposition.
Hey,
one thing's for certain, I'm motivated to be in the kitchen. I gotta listen if I wanna make a difference. Cause what I'm doing can't be lost in an instance. Now I'm making a living, so why the hell are they tripping? Is it because I'm the one that they see in their visions? I got a million different ways I can hit with precision. I know I'm gifted cause the way that I speak causes.
Thank you, Miss Boss Diva. Got to stay in your lane.
I was born to be a winner, you can never stop me.
You gotta stay.
Don't try to photocopy, you can never top me.
I was born to be a winner, you can never stop me.
When you play the game, man, you better know your options. Don't try to photocopy when you out here being saucy.
Good morning, Ella. Nice to see ya. Good morning, Yvonne. Nice to see ya.
And when you play the game, man, you better know your options. Don't try to photocopy when you out here being saucy. It's getting too spicy, I ain't even had my coffee.
Good morning, Shay. Good morning. All right, it's showtime. Oh, it's your third day watching? All right, I like that. Thank you. Bad Views, cut it out. Snuggles, cut it out. Who else? Who else is out there that I missed? H-Back, cut it out. All right. All my critics, cut it out. Seriously. It's like deja vu.
It's deja vu when I'm running up the rest. I'm like the killer on the screen. I'll be back.
Don't cry about gas prices. Stop it. Stop it.
Like every week I gotta take out the trash. I'm on top of my game, ahead of the class. You can tell that I made it, look at my grass. Cars in the garage with tanks full of gas. I play the game so long, I won't finish last. Sitting in my living room screaming how we made it. This is how it's supposed to happen when you get your famous. That algorithm turned me to a maniac. I guess we going viral cause my Zodiac. I got all these numbers on my spreadsheet. Benjamin Franklin is my bestie.
It really is.
And it's my ex, they don't get replies and they text me. I say it with my chest cause I mean it. Got a lot of confidence and I'm conceited.
That's right.
Call me the master with a new whip. I'ma take off.
Here we go, here we go.
I'll tell you what, I haven't gone into Zeus's live in a couple of days.
Yes.
It was radical.
Very radical.
It was horrible. I'm like, Zeus has gone way off the rails.
Thank you, conservative friends. Thank you.
It's like deja vu.
Because it is like deja vu.
It's like deja vu. Yeah. It's deja vu when I'm running up these racks. I'm like the Terminator screaming, I'll be back. It's deja vu when I'm out here flying first class. It's like every week I gotta take out the trash. It's returning to man.
Good morning, April.
I can't wait for you, I'll get it for myself. So many places to be, I got plenty. Like you been here before we start trending. Don't mistake me for a lame or goofy. Rockstar used to drive a Fiat. Now they looking for me like I'm Ray Epps. It's a conspiracy how I keep on getting checks. This money keep on falling like it's dominoes. Especially with me, and I got a lot to blow. Feeling like I've been in the floor. Feeling to the core. When one piece flashing back once more. I'm feeling like I'm living in a metaphor. Yeah, it's deja vu. It's deja vu. I feel like I'm
Yazzie, yeah.
It's deja vu. I feel like I'm losing my mind.
Lovely
It's
Yazzie.
deja vu. I can't escape this rhyme.
Ina.
It's deja vu.
Mary.
In the climb. It's deja vu when I'm running up these racks. I'm like the Terminator screaming, I'll be back. It's deja vu when I'm out here flying first class. It's like every week I gotta take out the trash.
Excuse me.
Welcome to the show, everyone. It's Friday, August 18th. We are once again in the Thunderdome, and you know we got to end this week strong. It's been a great week in terms of law and order and justice, right? All right, so let's keep up that energy. For those of you who do not know who I am, I go by the name of Zeus, or as some like to say, Triple H. Yes. And why do they call me Triple H? Well, it's quite simple. All right, despite all of my critics, all of my haters, that they're sending me nasty DMs. They say, Zeus, could you please be more honest? Zeus, you're spreading lies. Despite what they say, ladies and gentlemen, I am Triple H. And what does the first H stand for? Well, the first H stands for honest. I'm the most honest person on social media. There's nobody more honest than me. I promise to tell you nothing but the truth, so help me God, right? That's the first H. The second H, ladies and gentlemen, is because I'm humble. There's nobody more humble than me. Listen, if I get it wrong, I will be the first to apologize. What? I hurt a Trump supporter's feelings by what? And I was telling the truth? Oh, well, listen, I can't apologize if I was telling the truth. If your feelings are hurt, that's your fault, right? But if I was wrong, I would definitely apologize, right? That's how humble I am. And the last H, ladies and gentlemen, is because I am and will always remain the most handsome. Thank you, Rick. Thank you, Rick. Now, for those of you who aren't familiar with this level of programming, this type of broadcasting, what we do on this side of TikTok is we hold our friends on the right, especially their leader, Donald Trump, accountable for all their dirty deeds and crimes, all right? And this programming is rated Z, okay? There's PG-13, there's rated R, there's rated X, there's sometimes triple X. This is rated Z, all right? Because it is what they say, off the rails. Wait a second. Oh, shoot. What is that? What is that warning? I'm going to tell you. That warning is to make sure all of you Trump supporters, you MAGA possessed, demon possessed people, you get a heads up that you can leave this live if you do not like hearing the truth. Now is your chance to leave, all right? All right, because why sit here and subject yourself to all kinds of truth when you don't have to? Just swipe up and leave, all right? But listen, you don't got to take my word for it. What? Listen to your leader.
If you're not happy here, then you can leave. As far as I'm concerned,
right.
If you hate our country,
and we know you do.
If you're not happy here, you can leave.
Right.
If you're not happy in the U.S., if you're complaining all the time, very simply, you can leave. You can leave right now. Come back if you want. Don't come back. It's okay too.
Right.
But if you're not happy, you can leave.
And that's one of the few times that I actually agree with the former president. If you're sitting in this country right now complaining about gas prices, I saw someone put something in there about the price of gas. If you're sitting in this country, you're complaining about the price of eggs, right? If you're sitting in this country and you're crying about inflation right now, you're sitting in this country crying about President Biden right now, you don't like it, you can leave. And I know they think that I'm being quite harsh with MAGA right now. But where's my good friend Angela? Angela, are you there? All right. The reason that I'm not harsh with MAGA, it's just that we're in a situation now where the gloves are off, right? The gloves are off, MAGA.
Everyone knows he's, and I wouldn't have said this 3 weeks ago. I wouldn't have said it. I was actually very kind to him.
I was
very kind to him, but now we can't be kind anymore because the gloves are off. The jar has been opened. He's taken millions of dollars from other countries like China. He's totally compromised. He's taken millions and millions of dollars from other countries.
Right. And when he, you know what they say, every MAGA accusation is truly a MAGA confession. So when they get in the comments and they start trying to call me names and they send me nasty messages, you know what I do? I laugh because I'm like, yeah, you're telling on yourself, ladies and gentlemen. Right there is the leader of MAGA. And guess where he's at? He's being reprimanded by a judge in Washington, D.C., a sister at that, Judge Tanya Chutkin. Look at that. It's quite hilarious that this is what's happening to the leader of MAGA. 4 indictments, and he's currently facing around 700 years in jail. There's nothing a Trump supporter can say to me at this point, not when your leader's facing 700 years in jail. You've lost all credibility with me. What you need to do is sit your special behind down and listen to this special broadcast, all right? Because everything you've been told is a lie. And listen, there's nothing to debate. They want me to debate them. I'm not debating a liar. Absolutely not. Why would I debate somebody that lies all the time? Why would I debate somebody that defends a man who cheated on his wife while she was pregnant with a porn star and tried to cover it up by breaking the law and paying hush money to? Don't boo me! Would you rather me lie? Don't boo me. I told you this show was off the rails, ladies and gentlemen, all right? Now let's get through these topics before I open up these boxes and hear from those of you who are brave enough to tell the truth. And one last order of business. We're still leading up to the day where Donald Trump must turn himself in out there in Fulton County, right? So if you are a Trump supporter, I just want to give you this friendly reminder. Oops, I'm so sorry. From Fonnie Willis.
I am giving the defendants the opportunity to voluntarily surrender no later than noon on Friday, the 25th day of August, 2020.
Here I go.
Yeah.
You can't hide.
Noon Friday. The 25th. All 19 of you gotta be turned in.
Here I go.
It's jail time. Bonnie will find you. Oh no, he's gonna turn himself in.
Every individual charged in the indictment is charged with 1 count of violating Georgia's Racketeer, Influence, and Corrupt Organizations Act.
That means they violated the RICO Act.
Today, based on information developed by that investigation,
right?
A Fulton County grand jury returned a true bill of indictment.
A true bill of indictment, yes, Bonnie.
I am giving the defendants the opportunity to voluntarily surrender no later than noon on Friday, the 25th day of August, 2020.
Get him, Bonnie, please. Please get them. And if you were on the internet, if you were on the internet threatening people, she's gonna find you. Yeah, you can't hide.
I am giving the defendants the opportunity to voluntarily surrender no later than noon on Friday, the 25th day of August, 2023.
There you go, Jared. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, everyone. So you Trump supporters, I want you to understand that by the 25th of August, we will have 19 mug shots, one of which will be your leader, Donald J. Trump's. All right. And when I get that mug shot, I know you're going to go put it on t-shirts and make a bunch of money on it, but I'm going to do something special with it, and I'm not going to tell you. But I can't wait to get my hands on that that NFT. Did I spill the beans? Did I spill the beans? I can't wait to get my hands on that Donald Trump mugshot. It's going to be a very joyous day, right? All right. So we got to go through today's talking points, topics, before we open up the box and hear from those of you who are brave enough to get in the box and tell the truth. This is just an FYI, okay? U.S. District Judge on Thursday dismissed 2 misdemeanor tax charges against the first son, Hunter Biden, that were to be part of his abandoned plea deal, paving the way for special counsel David Weiss to potentially bring more charges. You see? Now this is why I think this is very important. Oh, is Donald Trump deranged? Absolutely.
He's deranged.
Weiss previously asked to dismiss these charges, which had been brought as part of the plea deal, so that he could pursue new charges elsewhere. So why I'm bringing this front and center is because now that we know that the DOJ, the same two-tier justice system that the Trump supporters are complaining about, now that we know that they are going to pursue more charges on Hunter Biden, this is great news as far as I'm concerned, because this paves the way for special counsel Jack Smith to continue doing God's work when it comes to holding the MAGA leader, the MAGA cult leader, Donald J. Trump, accountable for his crime. So, any Trump supporters out there, especially my friends out there too, let's all give the DOJ a round of applause, because obviously there is a two-tier justice system and no one is above the law. Let's give the DOJ a round of applause. If Hunter Biden broke the law, he got to pay the consequences. That's just how it is. Listen, Donald Trump breaks the law, he has to pay the consequences. Choices have invoices. Is anybody out there crying because Hunter Biden now might be facing additional charges? Anyone out there crying about that? I'm not. Any Trump supporters? Do you think this is a little too harsh what the DOJ is doing to Hunter Biden? Look at all these no's. Not at all. Listen, so we all understand what law and order is, right? Ray, listen, Ray, I see you out there and you're typing MAGA. Ray, I saw it the first time, Ray. Is there something wrong with your phone? Is that the only word you know? Is Donald Trump paying you? Because if Donald Trump isn't paying you to sit on my TikTok live and type the words MAGA, why are you wasting your time, Ray? Don't you have something else better to do with your skill set? Right? I mean, I'm pretty sure, Ray, you could be out there tuning up cars. You could be out there cutting grass. You could be working on getting a Nobel Peace Prize, Ray. But just getting on TikTok and typing the word MAGA, which to me is probably one of the easiest words to spell, is a complete waste of your time. As far as I'm concerned, you're not doing Trump's cause any good. You're actually out here on TikTok embarrassing yourself. By the way, I gotta ask a question. Is there anyone in this live that sees Ray typing MAGA and is now considering going from being a Biden voter to a Trump supporter? Anyone out there? Anyone out there that sees these words MAGA, does that make you want to go vote for Donald Trump? I'm asking for a friend, because I don't know what the heck is wrong with Ray. Ray, something is wrong with your mind. We shouldn't have to have these conversations, Ray, or anyone that does what Ray does. You're too old to be acting like this, Ray. And if you don't act like you're old enough to be in this live, I might have to ask my moderators to put you in a straitjacket, Ray. All right, act like you're above age 18, Ray. Oh yeah, I mean, I've never seen. I mean, Trump supporters right now, they're losing it because their cult leader is going to jail. Listen, you weren't crying. You weren't crying when Tupac went to jail. Were you? You weren't crying when all these innocent folks went to jail? Were you crying? Listen, shoot. Did you cry when any of these January 6th supporters go to jail? So don't get in the live right now and start acting ridiculous. You like that, little hawk? Next topic. I know I'm kind of getting off to a slow start, but you know what? Today's Friday, and we gotta do what we gotta do. All right, next topic. What we got to talk about next, ladies and gentlemen, is an alarming breach of trust. Yes, calls are now growing for the removal of indicted pro-Trump state senator. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Now you got these MAGA-possessed Trump supporters all over social media calling judges. They're calling up the courthouses. They're trying to intimidate witnesses and threaten officials, all because Fani Willis indicted Donald Trump. I just got to give you Trump supporters a friendly reminder about how technology works. Every call you make can be traced back to you. Everything you do on this app can be traced back to you. I mean, I know you didn't know that's how this works. You can change your username. You can dial star 67 and try to block your number. But I just got some bad news for you, Trump supporters. Everything you do can be traced back to you. What? Don't boo me. Would you rather me lie? Don't boo me. Would you rather me lie? Listen. You can try to get Fani Willis removed. That's not going to work. You can try to threaten jurors. That's not going to work. Because listen, mobsters in the past have tried every single tactic you're thinking of doing. And at the end of the day, none of it worked, right? None of this worked. The only single tactic you're thinking of doing. And at the end of the day, none of it worked, right? None of this worked. The only thing that can save Donald Trump right now is for him to put his faith in the Lord Jesus Christ. Trump supporters, don't do anything but get on your knees and pray to the Lord and ask God to save Donald Trump. That's the only thing you can do. All right? Because if you have faith the size of a mustard seed, I hear you can move mountains. But if you get out here on the internet and you start committing any kind of crimes, trust me, the law will catch up to you and you will spend the rest of your life in prison. Okay, and if you don't get your soul right, you'll end up spending the rest of eternity in hell. Okay, and if you don't know what hell is like, go read that Bible you claim to that you claim you read. Go and read it, all right? Read it like you read those indictments, right? A coalition of voting right groups demanded Thursday that Georgia Governor Brian Kemp and Attorney General Christopher Carr begin the process of removing freshman state Senator Sean Steele, who was named alongside former President Donald Trump and 17 others in a criminal indictment handed down earlier this week by Fulton County Grand Jury. Faces 7 charges under the indictment, including a violation of the RICO Act statute, impersonating a public officer, and forgery. What a shame. You have elected public officials committing crimes on behalf of Donald Trump. What a shame. Criminals. This is what MAGA means. MAGA means I'm willing to go to hell and jail for Donald Trump. Very simple. So listen, Brian Kemp and all you real Republicans out there in the state of Georgia who are currently holding Donald Trump accountable, do America a huge favor and do whatever it takes legally to remove Sean Steele from that trusted position that the voters put him in, because he doesn't deserve it. He's supposed to be representing the people, not Donald Trump, right? Jason, what if Trump doesn't go to jail? I don't entertain nonsense, Jason. The question you should be trying to answer is this. When he goes to jail, what are you going to do? All right? Let's move on to our next topic, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, we got a lot of things to talk about. Thank you for the subscription. Thank you so much. By the way, thank you to all of my subscribers. Thank you to all of my moderators. And thank you to all of my panelists who day in, and all of you as well, who day in and day out tune into this show. I really do appreciate it. Even my critics. So this is something I got to address, all right? And it pains my heart that I have to do this. All of the outrage that these Trump supporters have been spewing on social media about President Biden, to me, is complete hypocrisy. It's nonsense. It's nothing more than another example of these Trump supporters trying to paint themselves as victims, all right? Trump supporters are not victims. Thank you. They are not victims. They are hypocrites. They are criminals. They are harassers and abusers. They are thugs. Okay, that's what Trump supporters are. Okay, because they haven't repented and they haven't apologized to the United States yet. So that's what they are. And they're liars. They're liars and they're grifters. I can't think of anything really nice to say about Trump supporters at the moment. But if I'm wrong, I'll apologize. But that's what we see. So the new lie, ladies and gentlemen, and I saw this being shut down before, but they're saying in this picture that their fearless leader, currently dealing with 4 indictments, 91 felony charges, somehow took time away from golfing, away from his wife, and went to Hawaii to do provide some sort of disaster relief. You see him standing there with the FEMA truck in the background, right? You see him there with Melania, and they've been sending me these videos on TikTok saying, Zeus, why hasn't President Biden gone to Hawaii? You know what I got to say to you Trump supporters? And I just stopped responding and I said, listen, I got to address this out here on TikTok. Stop sending me videos that contain conspiracies and lies. This is so not Donald Trump in Hawaii. Okay, this is Donald Trump in East Palestine, ladies and gentlemen. And one of these deranged Trump supporters tricked MAGA once again. They really think Donald Trump went to Maui to provide disaster relief. MAGA, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. What a shame. Another situation where Trump supporters have found an opportunity to take advantage of a situation that's bad and somehow portray themselves as victims. The folks, the men and women and children in Hawaii, they are the one that need the attention. Not you, Trump supporters, not Donald Trump. So stop inserting yourself into these spaces just so you can do what we've already caught you doing, right? In East Palestine, I covered this and I'm going to keep bringing it up. Marjorie Taylor Greene's campaign manager was found to have been caught scamming children out of food and money in Palestine, Ohio, okay? We're here to help the kids. And not a dime went to them. And they got sued by the Attorney General of Ohio and had to restore those funds to those families and those children. So I can only imagine the harm Donald J. Trump and his supporters are doing in Hawaii right now. They're out there spreading baseless lies and conspiracies. And I hope that if there's any ounce of integrity left inside of you Trump supporters, that you cut it out. I told you that's why she wants the FBI defunded. It's because she can go, yeah, Dionysius, you're right. That's why they want the DOJ and the FBI defunded. I completely believe that. They want them defunded so that they can get away with grifting and stealing like they've been doing. If these same folks are willing to steal votes, right? If they are willing to steal votes, what else do you think they're willing to steal from? Think about this, folks. And they hide behind the Bible. They hide behind movies like Sound of Freedom just so they can throw you off their trail. But no, Jack Smith isn't falling for it, and neither are we. Neither is Fonnie, and neither is Alvin Bragg, and neither is Letitia James. When this is all said and done, Trump supporters, you know how they say you go woke, you go broke? That's a complete lie. You go MAGA. If you go MAGA, you will go broke, and you will lose all hope. You will lose all hope, ladies and gentlemen. Let me move on to my next topic before we get to these boxes. Speaking of losing hope, this is hilarious. Donald Trump has canceled his press conference that he said would clear him in Georgia. I can only imagine all the supporters that sent him money and booked the flights to go to Bedminster, how they feel right now. They just can't believe Donald Trump lied to them once again. I'm not shocked. Now, he didn't even take responsibility for canceling. He said, it wasn't me, it was my lawyers, right? He said, it's not me, it's my lawyer. They're saying that evidence that I have, I should use that in a legal venue and not do it out here in public. So I'm going to listen to my lawyers. You know what I got to say to that, Donald Trump? Cut it out. First of all, Donald Trump, if you had all of this evidence, we wouldn't even be in this situation, Donald Trump. Think about this. And especially you Trump supporters. Don't you think if Donald Trump had the evidence that proved he was innocent, don't you think Fonnie Willis wouldn't have dropped this nuclear bomb in MAGA world? Don't you think that? If not, I just woke your game up and I did it for free. You ought to pay me, but I did it for free. I just woke your game up, MAGA. Donald Trump doesn't have any more evidence. What he does have, and he has it in an abundance, he has more lies and misinformation. So, Snuggles, sorry to burst your bubble, but you won't be able to spread any more of Donald Trump's lies because he's not going to do it, right? And then he lied again. He said, I'm not going to hear him. He's supposed to get out here and debate. He's supposed to debate, but he once again, he canceled on you, MAGA folks. He's not going to do the Republican debate either. What a shame. He lied to you about the exoneration in Bedminster. He lied to you saying he was going to debate. He's not going to debate. You know why, ladies and gentlemen? And I'm going to be crystal clear, Trump supporters. He's not going to debate because for the first time in Donald Trump's natural life, he's actually more afraid than he's ever been. And he now knows that the best thing for him to do is to shut up and deal with what he's got on his plate. Yeah. Because anything he says in public going forward, it's fair game for guess who? Fonnie Willis, right? I know good and well his attorneys, they went into his room that day when he put out that I'm going to give a press conference that's going to exonerate me. When his attorneys saw that, they said, what on earth is this lunatic doing? They went into where he was. You know, they know he was sitting there watching TV with a few Coca-Colas, probably eating a Big Mac. And they said, listen here. And they slapped that Big Mac out of his hand. They slapped the Coke and they threw it on the floor. And they said, listen here. I will go tell Jack Smith myself everything that you've done. If you do that press conference, I'm out of here. I'm going to take all of this evidence I got, because I could bury you right now with evidence, Donald Trump. And I'm going to give Fonnie Willis and Jack Smith and Alvin Bragg everything I got on you if you do that press conference. Do you hear me, Mr. Former President? You're gonna tell Fonnie Willis? You're going to tell... I will. I'm not going to be like those Rudy Giuliani's. All right? I'm not going to jail for you, Donald Trump. You're not going to go to jail for me. No. So you mean I can't do the press conference? No. Well, how do I get out of this? Figure it out. Oh, man, I can't do the press conference. My lawyer said I can't do it. I do the same thing. Listen, I am not going to jail or hell for Donald Trump. Anybody in their right mind knows that, all right? So let's move on to our next topic, ladies and gentlemen. We got a few more things to cover before I open up these boxes. I'm running a little late, but guess what? It's Friday, right? We got a little bit of time. What do I want to talk about next? Let's see. Oh, I see. Oh my gosh. Ladies and gentlemen, this is my last and final topic before I open up the boxes. Angela, are you out there? This is one of our favorite topics. One of the favorite things that I like to do is cover the Trump supporters that engaged in what happened on that January 6th day when they went to the Capitol, right? They went to the Capitol and they attacked our United States Capitol. I do this because I want to make sure that MAGA understands why the gloves are off right now. I mean, and we're not talking us being violent. We're talking about when it comes to being very honest with you about how we think and how we feel. We're not playing them out. We're not sugarcoating this anymore. What you did when you attacked our United States Capitol was treasonous. It was sedition, conspiracyist. It was uncalled for. It showed how low you will go when it comes to your morals. It was not Christ-like at all. It showed the world how deep you were in a cult. No country on this planet has ever thought to do what you Trump supporters did on January 6th. There because you chose to believe Donald Trump, who we all know lied over 30,000 times over the course of his presidency. You somehow assumed that this was the one thing that he was telling the truth about. You jumped into your Ford pickup trucks. You jumped into your Chevy trucks, your Dodge Rams. You draped yourselves in the American flag. You had your Trump flags. You had that nasty flag from the South, and you chose to use all of your intelligence, all of your energy to attack our United States Capitol. You brought the gallows to Washington, D.C. in an effort to hang our vice president. As far as I'm concerned, that is unforgivable. All right, that definitely disqualifies you from being an American, in my opinion. I know you're still technically a citizen, but as far as I'm concerned, you're not. You're not. You're treasonous. You don't belong in this country. So I cover January 6th with great passion. I cover it with great passion because nothing makes me feel more thrilled, more happier than to see some real law and justice being applied in areas it should be applied, all right? When justice is applied inappropriately, I'm very upset. But when it's applied appropriately, I'm very excited, right? So the Justice Department, ladies and gentlemen, is seeking 33 years in prison for ex-Proud Boy leader Enrique Tarrio in relation to the January 6th case. Tarrio, the former Proud Boys leader, is convicted of seditious conspiracy in one of the most serious cases to emerge from the January 6, 2021 attack on the United States Capitol. Tarrio, ladies and gentlemen, once served as the national chairman of the far-right extremist group, and 3 lieutenants were convicted by a Washington jury in May of conspiring to block the transfer of presidential power in the hopes of keeping Republican Donald Trump in the White House after he lost the 2020 election. Prosecutors are also asking for a 33-year sentence for one of Tarrio's co-defendants, Joseph Biggs, of Ormond Beach, Florida, a self-described Proud Boys organizer. They are asking the judge to impose a 30-year prison term for Zachary Real, who was president of the Proud Boys chapter in Philadelphia, 27 years in prison for Ethan Nordine of Auburn, Washington, who was a Proud Boys chapter resident, and 20 years for Dominic Pizzola, a Proud Boy member from Rochester, New York. Pizzola was acquitted of seditious conspiracy, but convicted of other serious charges. Ladies and gentlemen, let's send these criminals to jail where they belong. Yep, that's where they belong. There's nothing I can say. There's nothing MAGA can say to me right now other than they are sorry. I'm done. I'm done with it, all right? They want to get in my box. You know, I'm going to open up the box. As a matter of fact, let me open up the box now because I want to hear from those of you who are very brave to tell the truth. They say, Zeus, why don't you want to debate us? And I said, should I do it? Should I do it? All right, I'll tell you why I don't like talking to Trump supporters, especially on my live, because number one, when they start lying, they get the live negative mark, and I don't need negative marks on my platform, number one. But when you talk to a Trump supporter, and you can try this out, folks, because you don't got to yell at them. All you got to do is be honest with them. And as soon as you start getting honest with a Trump supporter, you know what they sound like? You hear all this yelling, this name calling, and you're just like, wow, who am I talking to? This is something. I feel like I'm talking to somebody I used to date, right? Like, seriously, where are we going with this conversation? It's just a lot of noise, and the conversation's not quite going anywhere, right? It's not going anywhere. You know what I say? I say it reminds me of, you know, a car. You ever hear these cars? You turn them on and they rev up, and you're like, okay, I can tell. You know what? It sounds a little like this, right? Chicago, turn it off. HVAC. Turn it off. Clickbait, turn it off. Dad, listen, that car isn't going anywhere. I can tell you. Listen, I'm not a mechanic or anything like that, but the way that thing is backfiring, something's wrong. Is it your spark plugs? Is it your distributor cap? Is it your rotor? I mean, when was the last time you had a tune-up? The timing got to be off. Listen, Trump supporters, don't you think another thought? Don't you say another thing, okay? Because there's a misfire going on somewhere, and you're not getting what you're supposed to get out of this nice little combustion reaction. So you need to do what I always tell these Trump supporters to do. They need to sit their special behinds down, right, and listen to this special broadcast, because you have no credibility in this kingdom. None. The only thing you can do is apologize, right? Because, you know, as far as I'm concerned, you got everything wrong. You got the 2020 election wrong. You got January 6th wrong. You got the indictments wrong. You got midterms wrong. You don't know how to read the indictment. So as far as I'm concerned, Trump supporters, you don't need to ask me anything. You just need to get in this box and apologize or sit your special behind down and listen to this special broadcast, right? Before we get to the boxes, I'm going to play it again for you Trump supporters. If you don't like what I'm saying or what we're saying in this live, you don't have to be here. You can leave. All right? You can leave.
If you're not happy here, then you can leave. As far as I'm concerned, if you hate our country,
you do.
If you're not happy here, you can leave. If you're not happy in the U.S., if you're complaining all the time, very simply, you can leave. You can leave right now.
They can.
Come back if you want. Don't come back. It's okay too. But if you're not happy, you can leave.
And I truly mean that. And I've been taking a poll. And I'm going to ask again, is there anybody in the audience right now that's forcing a Trump supporter to stay in the United States? By a show of hands, anyone forcing MAGA to stay here? Anyone? By a show of hands, is there anyone out there forcing MAGA to stay here? I don't see not one yes. Oh, Antonio. Antonio says he's forcing. Antonio, How do you force? Okay, Antonio, I'm glad that you decided to. Oh, I can't talk to you. You only got 27 followers. But Antonio, please tell us how you forced them to stay here. I would love to hear that. All right, let's bring up our first guest. But as you can see, the overwhelming number of responses, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so let's bring up our first guest, ladies and gentlemen. For the great welcome.
What's up, brother Zeus? How you doing this morning, man?
How you doing, champ?
I'm good, brother. I'm good, man. Paused on me. You
Are you
good?
there?
Yeah, I'm here, man. You all right?
All right, sorry about that. You know, they like to call Zeus when I'm getting on. I don't know what that's about.
That's haters, man. You getting famous, man. I see you over there. You got all the haters loving you, man. You done made it to the top.
Oh, I don't know about all of that. I really don't.
Hollywood Zeus.
Hollywood, yeah.
That's what's up, man. So I want to talk about these MAGA demons. So I guess they think the president is also the gas clerk, the guy that runs the Kroger, the supermarket,
Right.
and pick up leaves and I guess jump over leaf bounds and buildings and save
Yeah.
babies. I mean, geez.
They,
They
they
always
think
talk.
that,
Go
you said
ahead,
they
man. I'm
think that
sorry.
about President Biden?
Well, they say that about Trump, so I'm assuming he's gonna bring gas down. He's gonna stop wars. I didn't know he had an S up under that orange hair of his, but I guess
Right.
he's a powerful man. But they all in on that guy. But Jack the Ripper and Fonnie the MAGA Slayer is about to come get him. So,
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. And they're
so
losing their minds, aren't they?
oh man, well, losing been lost. It's been gone, man. Losing, I think, is an understatement.
Fact.
But I was kind of upset that he didn't talk. He's not gonna talk, man, because every time he talks, he just keeps spewing all these indictments. So I was kind of upset about that.
Yeah.
But I hope he talks. He's gonna put something on Truth Social or something that'll bite him in the ass, bite him in the
Maybe you know what.
backside.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying
Yeah.
to keep it clean for you,
Thank
man.
you, brother. Thank you. I
Try to keep
appreciate
it
that.
clean for you, but whoa,
Are you
sorry
there?
about that.
Oh, it's okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I can hear you. You said you
Yeah, I'm
wish you would
sorry,
have.
man.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I
Uh-oh.
can hear you. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. I said you wish he would have. You wish he would have gave that speech and exonerated himself. Don't you think that if he had the evidence that would exonerate him, don't you think that we wouldn't even be in this situation?
Exactly, man. That's why he's entertainment, man. I'm never going to vote for it, but man, he's like a car accident you can't stop watching, and I can't wait to see what else he gonna run into. You know what
Right.
I mean?
Right.
He's definitely he's gonna run into something, and I guess Arizona and all of them, they about to get on his backside too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, he gonna have to get in that bunker that him and Ivanka got wherever it's at, because that dude's man, he's about to go down, man. But keep up the good fight, man, and love your show. I don't miss it every morning, man. And thanks for allowing me up in the kingdom, man. And
Nope.
stay black and woke, my friend.
Hey, you too, my brother. Ladies and
Yes, sir.
gentlemen, let's give for the great a round of applause. Detected. All right, you see, ladies and gentlemen, it's not that hard to get in the box and tell the truth. It's like my grandmother always says, tell the truth and shame the devil. All right. All because what we understand is going on. People they say, Zeus, why do you do these shows? And I say it's not so much about me, more so than it is about all the wonderful people in the world, especially the United States, that are tuning in and listening to what's really going on in the world and doing the work where they're at. That's what this is about. Because one thing we all agree, Donald Trump does not deserve to ever be in the White House again after that terrible performance he gave us in his first term, right? Twice impeached, 4 times indicted. He never should set foot in the Oval Office again. You know, I wish I could do it. He should be fired. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's bring up our next guest. All right, greetings. Who is this? G-Manding.
G-Man dining out. Listen, Zeus, I've been listening to your show. I love
Wait
it.
a second. Is this our first time doing business, right?
Absolutely. Thank
So
you for inviting me
to.
Yeah. Am I a Trump supporter? Absolutely not.
You're not a Trump supporter. All right.
No, I love facts and truth. So I don't like to be well, I don't like lies, so that's why.
Yeah.
But I've been following you. I've been watching your show all the way from UK, London. I think more people. First and foremost, I don't understand what it is in the Trump supporter psyche where they just cannot see the truth. It's right here, slapped right in your face. We can see it all the way from London. We can see the facts. We have access to Fox News. We have access to all the platforms and all the different sorts of media that currently exist. But for some strange reason, these guys want to believe lies, and we don't.
Have you seen over there in London where you're at? Have you seen such behavior out of citizens in your area?
Yeah, I would completely agree. There's a 30% of the population. There's nothing you can do. It's the same amount in the States. I think 30% of the population like to believe lies, and maybe I might call them closeted racists because they're just gonna root for their man at the tower, whoever it is. We had the same thing with Boris Johnson here, where he was telling lies and he was believing in Brexit. And it's the same population. Over 65s overwhelmingly vote for him. They listen to certain parts of the media and they are persuaded to vote against their interests, just like the Trump supporters. Same thing, exactly the same thing here. So we can't do nothing.
They're being persuaded to vote against their interests.
Absolutely.
And then do they blame other people like these Trump supporters?
All the time. They blame everyone else apart from themselves. They love to blame immigrants, the people that don't have nothing. Yes. But at the same time, it's exactly the same thing. You're donating to Trump, but you want to blame people crossing the border. You want to blame people that have nothing. But over there, the billionaire, so-called billionaire, you're donating money to him. He doesn't even have money to pay for his own court cases. It's a shambles. It's a shame, and we call it cognitive dissonance.
Oh, cognitive dissonance. I completely agree.
Absolutely.
You know what I call it? I call it a demon.
It's a demon. It's a demon that needs to be beaten out of the United States. I don't know what's going to change. I think with your Gen Zs, I think overwhelmingly 95% of Gen Zs will vote the right way. I think they're more in tune. They're more inclined to know what disinformation is. And they're highly educated compared to the old guard. We call them the old guard. And the old guard are dying out. And whoever's believing the polls that Donald Trump is ahead, he's not going to win. He's not going to win anything. He's not. Imagine 81 million voted for him last time, and he had 71 million. You guys have probably lost the Trump supporters probably lost about 2 million of their 65 and over because they died. So I don't see how he's going to get into the White House again. It's virtually impossible. Another thing I wanted to say is just absolutely disgusting the way his supporters are doxing the jury.
Out here in Georgia, right? They're doxing the jurors, right?
They're doxing the jury. I mean, what sort of madness is this? I really can't. It's very entertaining. I must admit, it's very entertaining. But I can't wait to see him to see him get his comeuppance. I think he has to be served.
His comeuppance. You call it his comeuppance.
Absolutely, yeah. His comeuppance. Justice has to be.
I'm gonna use it.
But Zeus, you're doing a great job. You're so entertaining. I mean, I find your TikTok, and every single time you come on, I'm on there just watching you. You are a superstar, mate. Well done. Well done.
Thank you, my brother. I appreciate that. All right.
But, I was going to say, get some backers on to argue with you. It's very entertaining. I know they like to lie, but I like I like seeing them twist themselves with not trying to.
Yeah, but see, the funny thing about it is, it's not even me doing it. It's not even me doing it. It's them doing it to themselves, right? That's the funny thing about it. Because none of us are really going into their spaces and forcing them to do anything. Everything that MAGA is dealing with right now is self-inflicted.
No.
Right?
It is absolutely self-inflicted. It's self-inflicted, and there's a media bubble around them. They're encroached in this circle where they listen to Fox News, they listen to people like Tim Pool, they listen to your Tucker Carlsons, and it's quite sad, really, because all these guys that they're listening to, they're grifting off them.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know, are they low IQ individuals, or are they closeted racists? It's got to be one of the two.
Right. I don't.
Just keep up.
What was that?
No, go ahead.
I said, I don't know if because I do have one of them telling me, Zeus, my IQ is higher than you. I've heard them say this to me, and I said, did you vote for Donald Trump? Yes, I voted for Donald Trump. Well, obviously, you've taken the wrong IQ test, right?
They've gone to Donald Trump University and taken that test there. That's probably what's happened. So
yeah, they got it from Trump University.
Yep, Trump. And they call him a great businessman. This guy's been bankrupt. This guy bankrupt a casino. How do you bankrupt a casino?
How do you bankrupt a casino? That's a good question. Only a smart, intelligent leader like Donald Trump could figure out how to do it, right?
Absolutely. It's entertaining anyway. But Zeus, thank you so much. Keep up the good work. I'll keep on tuning in. And then, do your thing, my brother.
All right. Thank you, my brother. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up to G-Mon. Round of applause. Thank you, my brother, for coming in from all the way across the pond and telling the truth. All right. Thank you, my brother. All right, let's go back and bring up our next panelist. You see this, ladies and gentlemen, it's not that hard to get in the box and tell the truth. It's like my grandmother always says, right? You got to tell the truth and shame the devil. Now, listen, one of the ultimate MAGA victims has entered the live. I'm not going to say their name, but they know who they are. If you see them saying comments and crying, just ignore them, all right? Just ignore them. What they're doing is they're going through a little bit of what I like to call a metamorphosis, right? You come into our live, you hear all of this truth, and that MAGA demon inside of you. There's a MAGA demon inside of you. You hear all this truth, and you start lashing out and raging. You start saying nasty things, all right? Just let them get that demon out, because by the time the live ends, they will, hopefully, they will be a little closer to the good Lord, right? Oh my God, they don't like me because I tell the truth. Well, guess what? I'd rather tell the truth and be realer than you than to be out here believing lies and misinformation, going to jail and hell for Donald Trump, all right? And it's like I said earlier, it's so funny you don't like me. They say they don't like me, but they're here. Why are you here? You can leave.
If you're not happy here, then you can leave. As far as I'm concerned, if you hate our country, if you're not happy here, you can leave.
Right. If you're not happy here, you can leave. Welcome, Yazzie.
Good morning.
How are you doing? I can. Are you?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, I tell you, I came into my house.
Uh-oh.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can. Are you got off of that MAGA Wi-Fi, perhaps?
Oh, it's such crappy internet.
I can hear you now. Okay. It seems like you got off that MAGA Wi-Fi and you're on the Biden Wi-Fi.
You know it. I mean, really, if we do get infrastructure dollars out here, I mean, I can't be heard about it because there's more cattle than people out here. So I got to tell myself it's okay if he doesn't offer us any broadband. I get it. But right. I just wanted to say, and every morning
look at all your fans are saying hello to you, Yazzie. Listen, you're more famous than Zeus. Wow.
Oh, I don't think so.
You have all these wonderful, beautiful people saying hello, Yazzie, the beautiful Yazzie. Isn't she lovely, ladies and gentlemen?
Oh, thank you. you're so lovely, Lucy.
Yeah.
You're the most handsome, most humble, and most honest. And you
Right?
have the best show ever.
Thank
I
you.
just want to. I've been trying to. I just haven't had a good signal for the last couple of days. We had some windstorms and some like light poles have problems, and we all of us are running big pivots right now. We're running 19, and I know we're pulling down all that electricity. So,
Oh, that's yeah, that's farm.
yeah.
That's farm talk. For those of you who aren't familiar with what we're talking about, this is farm talk. Learn something about it, please. Please keep
So
going.
I've been joining. I had an invite from so Latinos, Hispanics. Let me think. Mexican, just all the what would we call that race, our race,
Yeah.
and because I am bilingual and I've joined a couple of groups because they ask questions, because they see me on lives and like, what were they talking about? What was Zeus telling you or what was Zeus telling these people, or like April's life? What were they saying about this? What do they feel is happening? And so it's been really great because I'm like, I give them the facts. I'm like, oh, go look this up here and then convert your Google page to translate it to Spanish if you can't read.
Amen.
Also, there's YouTube videos
Thank you.
that will put it in Spanish and that will read it out to you because some people can't read well, and that's okay, but they want to be educated on what's going on. And then also, I went to another group because I saw one of my mutual Spanish speaking friends. And because they really attack them so much, just kind of like when you go into Snuggles Live, it's kind of like that. But I don't know if you guys ever noticed that we Latinos, Hispanics, Mexicans, all those, they talk really loud and they talk like really fast.
Yeah.
So I joined one and I got brought up, and everyone told me, don't. Well, they brought me up. At first, they were starting to yell, and I'm like, okay, you guys all need to calm down. I said, first of all,
Are they Trump supporters? Are they Trump supporters?
They were.
Well, listen, there's that MAGA demon, I think, is behind a lot of that yelling, honestly.
It is, but then they wanted to ask questions, and they wanted to tell me that. They're like, well, all those immigrants coming. I said, well, how did you guys come?
Oh.
And I started asking them, and they're like, well, I said, okay, but you got to, when Fidel Castro, when we offered amnesty to the people in Cuba and brought some of them over and helped them. Okay, so those people feel like they're a lot, and I'm not saying all of them, but that community feels like they're entitled to like have everything, but other people requesting asylum for other different reasons, they don't think that they should get it. So then they're telling me all these. I said, hey, stop. I said, so you're telling, and they're Christian. They're all Christian.
Oh,
Catholic.
God, a Christian MAGA.
Yeah. So then I told them, I said,
I'm done.
Yeah, I said, wait a moment. So you're telling me when the good Lord goes upstairs and says, hey, I only want you to take care of Cuban babies, or I only want you to take care of white babies. So you're telling me those other babies and those other families that are trying to just stay alive, they have no right to anything? I said, really? And then I said, how Christian is that? Well, we've been here long. I said, but these people are fighting to stay alive. You guys, don't you care about children? Don't you care about humanity?
Right.
And then, because then they want to talk about pro-life, and and I'm like, oh, please stop. And then I'm like, they're like, you're not really a Democrat. We think you're Republican. I'm like, what?
Wow.
I said, I'm pro-choice. I said, I'm as pro-choice as they come. Every woman should have a choice. And like, well, what about gay? I said, really? You don't have any gay people exist.
Oh,
if God is so annoying, we should love everybody. Do you not know the 10 Commandments? So they were just it's very interesting because, and they're like, well, what do you do? What do you do? And I tell them, and then I'm like, and I'm here generational. I said, but at the end of the day, guess what? You die with nothing. I've been at many hospice beds. You die with nothing, people. But I'm going to try to save or help as many people as I can to keep the rights that they do have. Amen. And try to give rights back.
Amen.
But it was very telling that these people, because they finally got their papers, but they don't think there should be a right for anybody else to give the same help.
Hypocrites!
The hypocrisy was horrible. I was so sad. And I said, well, I don't agree with you. And you guys probably, maybe listen to the other lives on the other side. And they're telling me, well, Trump, and I said, what did Trump do for you? Because you guys are not on that pay scale as Trump is, okay? But if you're giving him money, he's not going to help you. He's not helping his lawyers. He's not paying his lawyers. He's just grifting everybody else. A so-called billionaire. I'm going to tell you right now, I've never asked for a penny a day in my life. But if people do ask me, I make sure and help people. So it's just kind of sad that these Cuban Americans who were helped through through the program with for being victimized and all these stuff, now they don't want to help those.
It's like that story. There's a story in the Bible that talks about someone, one of these people that got forgiven, right? So God forgave them, but they wouldn't forgive someone that owed them. So they were sent to the pits of hell. That's typical MAGA.
Yeah, and then they all calmed down because they started. I said, "Hey, why are you guys calm down? Stop." I said, "You're not going to convince me." But at the end of the day, guess what? You guys need those services. I don't, but I'm still going to try to help get services for everybody. And then they're trying to tell me communism's going to come to the United States. I said, there's no capital. We are a capitalist society. There's no rich person. There's nobody that's going to give up their capitalism. Now y'all just spreading lies. No, you're spreading lies. But at the end of the day, people should still get help. I said, you don't think? I said, you're telling me you want babies be born, and you're telling me right now you're for against abortion, but be babies born. But you telling me then the babies at the river that Governor Abbott is putting all those buoys with barbed wire and all those things that they can die, right?
Right.
Tell me right now. Tell me how you care about that. But I said, they were actually quite nice to me. And like, do you feel that we were disrespectful to you? I said, no, you guys are disrespectful. I hear the way you guys talk. I said, oh my gosh, I said, at the end of the day, people they try to tell me that racism doesn't exist.
They tried to tell you racism doesn't exist. This is MAGA. This is the MAGA demon we're talking about.
I said, what are you talking about? I said, I'm going to tell. Yes, we have
never read a book in their life, probably.
Never. I was going to say, because I am still told to this day, just a few days ago, that those dirty Mexicans, or we're not talking about you, Yasmin. And I said, you know what? You guys are just racist. And now I can just say that word loud and proud. No, not towards you. You're different. You're different. I said, I'm not. I'm just like every other person, okay?
Well, listen, Yazzie, you got to bring up someone else.
Yeah, sorry, I went over my time. I was going to, when I go outside later on, I wanted to show you guys some fields, but I don't know if y'all have time for that. But you guys have a great day. I can re-request. Maybe you'll have a moment so I can show you out.
Well, you never know. But let us know when you do. All right, ladies.
Bye, guys. Love you all. Thank you. I can't read. I took off my glasses so I don't read comments.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine.
I get distracted. Okay. Love you guys. Love you, Zusi.
All right. Love you too. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give the beautiful Yazzie a round of applause. Kevin, you want to go to the farm too, right? Ladies and gentlemen, it's not that hard to get in the box and tell the truth, all right? Thank you, Yazzie, for standing up for truth in one of those MAGA lives and letting them know the truth. I'm pretty sure you knew, just like I knew, every MAGA accusation is truly a MAGA confession. Right now, we got somebody in the comments. They're trying to become famous, right? You see them in the comments, right? They're, Zeus, you're this. Zeus, you're that. All right. They know who they are. But the moment we confront the MAGA demon right there, they're gonna start crying. What a shame. Right? This typical MAGA behavior. MAGA loves to portray themselves as a victim, right? Look at their leader right there, Donald Trump. Look at him with that ridiculous red tie. I mean, does he have another suit he can wear besides this one? Is this his best suit? I mean, he wears the suit everywhere. He wears it when he commits crimes. He wears it to court. He wears it to birthday parties. I mean, seriously. And he sits there and portrays himself as a victim. The only thing Donald Trump is a victim of is he's a victim of himself, right? And that's the best way to describe Trump supporters. Trump supporters, listen up. You are a victim of your own circumstances. Zeus has nothing to do with why you're in the situation you're in. You're there because instead of believing the truth and doing the work you were supposed to do, you didn't do the work because you chose to believe a lie. You want somebody to make you feel comfortable and tell you it's going to be okay, right? All right. You want somebody to tell you, oh, that's mighty Christ-like of you. Oh, you went to watch the movie Sound of Freedom. Oh, you're doing a good job helping the kids. You want somebody to say that to you, and no one over here is going to say that to you because we see you for what you are, a hypocrite. All right. You're a hypocrite. You listen to Donald Trump because Donald Trump is your Jesus. All right. Okay. All perpetrators, all liars, they have a funny way of being exposed. And listen, you Trump supporters, you're being exposed left and right every single day. All right. And one of the best ways that one of the best things that's going to happen to MAGA world is Fonnie Willis.
I am giving the defendants the opportunity to voluntarily surrender no later than noon on Friday, the 25th day of August.
So, Trump supporters, you got till Friday at noon to surrender to Fonnie Willis. Yes, a black woman. You got till noon Friday the 25th to surrender your behinds to Fonnie Willis. No amount of TikTok lives can stop this. You're not going to stop Jack Smith. You're not. You're not going to stop Alvin Bragg. And you're not going to stop Fonnie Willis. We will get that mug shot and we will hold it up so you can see it. And even if you try to make money off of that mug shot, it's not going to stop what's really going to happen, which is Donald Trump is going to prison. That's the house he's running for. 2024, it's not about Trump getting in the White House. It's about Trump trying to stay out of prison. Okay, and we know for sure, based on this indictment, that's 5 long years he has to do before he's eligible for being pardoned, right? You can go on and call up whoever you want. Call. Who do they say they want to call now to try to stop this? Who can you call right now, Trump supporters? Oh, I know. Especially you Christian ones. You know who you need to call right now to help Donald Trump? Get on your knees right now and beg the Lord. God, please give me a sign. Please help Donald Trump today. I'll do anything. Yeah, you better pray to the Lord. Pray to the Lord today because that's the only thing. That's the only thing that you can do to stop Fonnie Willis, all right? Oh my God, let's bring up our next panelist. They don't like me because I tell the truth. But you know what? I'd rather tell the truth and be realer than you than to be out here believing lies and misinformation. Good morning, Takesha.
Hey, Zeus.
How you doing?
Man, listen, I've been running around all morning because I'm just like a Trump supporter today. I'm impacted, so that means I'm just full of SHIT.
Oh, Lord, don't say that.
I had to run around and find something to take, and I found a product that will help them.
Oh.
Mine was called magnesium citrate, but I added an A for them, MAGA. Magnesium citrate. MAGA needs citrate. That's the new product I'm going to make. MAGA needs citrate so that they can flush themselves out because they're full of it, Zeus. They're full of it. Mm-hmm. So listen, I saw a comment in the comment section.
Oh, Lord, was it from a MAGA possessed demon?
Yes, and it let me know that these people did not really pass in school.
Oh.
They were just shifted along. Because one thing I'm tired of seeing is let's talk about Joe and the HOE.
Oh,
The
they keep
last time I
talking about
checked, that was a garden tool.
Yeah.
They using it for WHORE. That you got to know when you just keep repeating stuff like you repeated the kindergarten, the first grade, the second grade, and the third grade. That's why you don't know the difference in similes. Similes are words.
Oh,
that
get your
sound alike.
notepads out, MAGA.
Listen, MAGA, similes are words that sound alike but are spelled different. That's your lesson for the day. You know, I told you I got those hooked on phonics tapes for you.
Yeah.
But they're getting more ridiculous by the hour.
Yeah. So you mean to tell me when they read stuff, they don't understand what they're reading because sometimes they read it wrong. Is that what you're telling me?
Listen, they are dyslexic. They're reading stuff backwards and bringing it forward, and none of it is ever right. We're just going to call them the dyslexic group.
Wow.
They're impacted, Zeus.
But they think but they think they're so intelligent, don't they?
To who? Who are they intelligent to?
Not to me.
Okay. Zeus, they're not even intelligent to the man they're following. That's why he say he loves the poorly educated. And he doesn't understand that he's poorly educated too because he paid for his education. Oh. He didn't go through school on his brain. He went through on the money that his dad made rain.
Oh, wait, he thinks he's smarter than Obama, right?
Now you know what? Now you're insulting Obama. You know good and well Trump couldn't stand up to Obama if he was on 15 flights of steps and Obama was at the bottom. He still couldn't reach Obama's height in his intelligence. Just stop. He ain't nowhere.
No lies detected.
Listen, he is nowhere near in intelligence as President. I'm going to say President Obama.
Amen.
Come on now. Do you see?
Amen.
Listen, did you see how good that man articulated everything that he said? And then we can't even get the Cheeto man to pronounce half of the stuff right that he said.
Wow, you all right. No lies detected.
Listen, when they say you can't walk in my shoes, he can't walk in his shoes. Do you see how good Obama was walking?
Ooh, he was upstanding.
Do you see Obama's walk?
Ooh, it had a lot of swag in it.
Oh, man, what you say? He was swagging and Trump around here sagging in the front. You know, it's just too much. It's too much. So he could never compare himself.
His chin is sagging a lot.
Listen, it's sagging because it's lacking, I'm telling you.
Ooh.
But look, this is what I heard.
Talk to her.
This is just what I heard.
What you hear?
I heard that Melania and Little Pizza, Barron.
Yeah.
That they left months ago.
Oh.
I said months ago.
Where you like she's done with the relationship left?
She was done with the relationship when she wouldn't move into the White House because she claimed it was for Barron School. They haven't been together the whole time.
Wow.
That's why she didn't want him holding her hand and stuff because they were not together.
Oh. You mean their relationship was a facade?
It was a fake.
Oh, but
he has been beating himself worse than Joe Biden beat him for years.
Oh!
I'm telling you, they said he's over there beating himself so bad he has to apologize to it when he finishes.
Oh, Lord.
I'm telling you, Zeus.
Oh, Lord.
He just has to say, I'm so sorry, but I couldn't help it. I have no one else.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, so this is sad. This is terrible news for MAGA.
Listen, that's what I heard, Zeus.
Wow.
And I just want
that devastating news that you just shared with Trump World, right? They didn't know Melania wasn't with him now. I mean, don't you feel a little sad that this is a man that he doesn't got a wife anymore, perhaps?
They know that woman gone. That woman ain't been... Listen, that woman ain't been seen since some of their taxes that they got cut 2 years ago. That woman been... That woman was in the movie Gone with the Wind. She been gone. She been flew away like the toupee do in the sway when he keep hypnotizing these folks. That woman been gone.
Lord.
Now stop it. She been gone longer than the hair at the top of his head that he keep having to put that gorilla glue on and stick that toupee on to throw that little shade out there so he won't have that sunburn on his forehead. Cause you know they ain't nothing but a little visor. That little toupee ain't nothing but a little visor.
This is a little visor he has. Wow.
Look, pay attention to it. It don't even match the rest of his hair. Whoever making them, he need to fire them and get somebody else. And I'm gonna say this. I hope when he go to jail, they give him a new color because we've been seeing him in orange too long.
You don't want him in. You don't want him in orange.
Zeus, he been in orange all his life. We tired of seeing him in orange. Give him some black or some white or some. But that orange just it won't look like nothing new because he been in orange all his life.
Oh, do you think they'll give him the orange makeup while he's in prison?
No, he gonna look like Casper when we see him again.
Ooh,
Casper, the friendly ghost. He listen. He gonna be whiter than Martha White's flower. I'm trying to tell you. Now I'm finna go.
All right. Sister Takesha, as always, it's a pleasure.
You have an awesome day. Bye, y'all.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's give Sister Takesha a round of applause. Oh my gosh. I think there's an issue on my end. But wow, you nailed it. I can't believe it. You nailed it. You know what, Trump supporters? I think we've reached a new low in MAGA world, right? It's a new low when all you got left in terms of hope is we got Hunter Biden, right? What a shame, Trump supporters. What a shame. All right, let's bring up our next panelists. Oh my gosh, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the beautiful Shay. Welcome, Shay. Are you there?
Hello, I'm here. You were frozen there for a while. That was weird.
I was?
Yeah, I guess on my end you were. I'm so sorry if I was late coming in. Okay, yeah. And then it popped in when you accepted my request. That was crazy.
Oh, wow.
Hey, everybody.
Am I still frozen out
No,
there?
you're good.
Oh,
I don't
wow.
know
Okay.
what happened. That was strange. But anyway, okay. I think we're good. How is everybody doing in the Zeus Awesome Kingdom?
We're doing quite well.
Good.
Quite well. It's Friday. You know, there's a lot going on. What do we need to discuss today?
I just would love for the MAGA heads in here to answer this question. So, he was going to do this press conference, right? To exonerate himself. So he was going to show all this evidence, right?
Right.
And they canceled it.
Yeah.
So explain to me why his lawyers would advise him against doing this press conference if he had all this evidence, if he had all these facts, if he had any way of exonerating himself. Why would they advise him against it?
Why, MAGA? Think about this.
I'm waiting on any of you to answer. Bad Views is still in here.
Snuggles is here.
Here.
Snuggles. Why? Oh, Janae is here as well.
Oh, yay, Janae. Yeah, you can. Oh, his lawyers know best. Oh, so they know he has no facts, right, Janae?
She walked right into that,
right?
She walked right into that. Yeah. Thank you, Janae. Seriously.
Yeah, and they do know best, Janae. Absolutely. See, you're a very intelligent woman. I love that.
Thank you,
that
Janae.
proves
That's some of your best work.
And I'm really, really proud of you for getting that. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's the most honest thing she said in a while.
Yeah, no, I'm proud of her. That's awesome. Honestly, I'm giving her kudos.
That's why she can sit her special behind down and listen to this special broadcast because she's learning. Good job, Janae.
She's learning, and I love that because listen, if there was anything that would have proven to help him get out of jail, their lawyers would be all behind him, all supporting him. They'd have the PowerPoints behind him. They'd have everything lined up. The reason they told him not to do it is because all it was going to do was to basically show that, that it would incriminate him, basically. Oh. So, and that they were like, you can't go and incriminate yourself again. Like, you've got to stop talking. Like, literally stop talking. If he
so
had
you don't
all this,
think he had any new evidence that would exonerate him?
Of course not. I mean, Janae, if he had all this evidence, why hasn't he shown it? He's had
Right.
2.5 years to show this.
Right.
2.5 years. The only evidence they ever shown has been debunked. They've lost their law licenses over it. I mean, it's just like everybody is going down the hill. Like, I mean, poor Rudy. He's gone bankrupt. He's begging Trump to pay his legal fees. Jenna Ellis, same thing. She's begging Trump to pay her legal fees, and he said no because she has just been favorable towards Ron DeSantis. I mean,
Oh.
these are the people you support. This is what's so crazy to me. Yes, Cheeto Man will be fine. No, he won't, honey. And I wholeheartedly. Georgia is a completely different kit and caboodle because let's say this is so ridiculous. Let's
Go
say
ahead, Jay. Educate our good friend.
he wins the presidency and he gets in the office, he still will have to go to prison because he can't pardon himself. Nor can the governor of Georgia pardon him. So it is a mandatory 1-year prison sentence for every count. And how many counts does he have from Fani? 13.
Doesn't he have to do 5 years minimum, right?
5 years minimum, but he'll get 13. If any of it, obviously, we know he has to go through trial and all of that. We know there's no conviction. Stop saying that. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Saying there's water in my pool. Stop.
Yeah. That's like saying there's water in my pool. You know, and this is what we see. She says, you know, I see our critic out there. She's still defending Donald Trump even after all of this. What do you think of that, Shay? Why do you think she's still defending him?
Because when they get so wrapped up in the fact that they're right on something, they can't let it go because they can't admit to themselves that they've been duped. That is what cults do. I mean, that's what happens to people like this. Because, you know, they have friends. They have everyone. So Mishy really explained it because she's an ex-Trumper. She voted for him twice.
Right.
She said, I had a hard time leaving it because I have so many friends that supported him, and my husband supported him, and it's hard to pull out of something you've believed in so strongly, even though the evidence keeps punching you in the face. You've got two swollen black eyes, but you're still trying to pry your little eyelids open just to kind of get some sun in there and see some light, because you just can't let it go, because it disrupts and breaks down everything in their life. Wow. That's how they feel about it. It doesn't actually. You will survive. It's actually pretty cool over here, honestly.
Yeah.
But I think they feel like their whole world would crumble. Like they've literally bought into the idea that their world is crumbling already. Like you hear Snuggles, you hear these people, oh my God, the country's gone bankrupt and we're just going to hell. And
my 401k is in the gutter.
No, the 401k in the gutter. And then they got, you know, obviously the Democrats are flying these planes and lighting Maui on fire now. I mean, I mean the the extent of all of this crazy stuff is hilarious, and they're literally scared. That's why they can't let it go.
Oh, that's it. They are scared. You hear that? Especially to our critic out there. She's scared. She's terrified. She's never experienced anything like this, right? Their leader has to surrender to a black woman on Friday the 25th.
The black woman. I love it.
Yeah, Donald Trump has to surrender to a black woman on Friday. I get it why you're upset. I get why you're upset.
And you know he's scared because there's going to be cameras. He's getting booked. He's getting fingerprinted. He's getting mugshotted, and possibly in a jail cell until they have to wait for arraignment. And there's 19 of them, so he may be in line, you know. And I hope they don't give him any special privilege because he has Secret Service with him. He waits in line, like first come, first serve. So
and if he gets hungry, he's gonna have to eat that jailhouse food.
Yeah, exactly. He has to wait behind everybody else. He's like, but I'm the ex-president, but don't I get to go first? No. And his poor Secret Service. Can you imagine? These people have to stand there and wait with him and possibly sit in the jail cell with him. I mean, how awful is this?
It's hilarious.
Secret Service. Like, we need to start a GoFundMe for a Secret Service. Anybody know their names? Like we need to send them like Snickers bars and care packages because they got to sit there and wait, hanging out with him. Well, it's not their fault. They were assigned the job. It's not their fault.
A terrible assignment, right? Protecting a traitor. Yeah, that's what they got to do. What a shame.
It's a shame. Let's send him some Snickers bars with him to stand there and wait with this guy. Like, poor guy. I mean, come
on. Wow. What a shame. Trump supporters, y'all ought to be embarrassed.
I know. It's really sad. But this is, listen, you effed around, you found out. This is justice. This is what happens. What you put out there, you get back. Laws of the universe, yada, 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 all that stuff. It's just come back. It's finally the chickens have come home to roost. And boy, they're all over his head.
Yep.
Yeah. But anyway, everybody have a fantastic day. Yes.
Right.
Oh, yes, I'm done, Janae. You can't come up on your own account, sweetheart. I know.
Yeah, because her other account is a lot more nastier. For some reason, it has a lot of lies on it, and I just can't. It'll get the live shut down, so I can't take that risk. Sorry. But thank you, Shay.
All right, thank you guys.
Everyone. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's give the beautiful Shay a round of applause. All right, listen, conservative men. Listen, Janae. Listen. Do you want to apologize today, Janae? I'll give you an opportunity. Do you want to apologize today, Janae? I'm giving you an opportunity, Janae. You want to apologize today? I know you're a Trump. Oh, okay. For what? Because of all of the lies and abuse that you've caused on this app in the name of Donald Trump. All right. I'm so sincere. No deal, Janae. All right. Well, then I guess I'll keep bringing. I'll keep bringing down this heavy hammer of truth. And by the way, my hammer isn't broken. All right. I've heard that lie being spread. It's not broken. It's stronger than it's ever been before. All right. And I wouldn't test it. Don't ask me, am I going to block you? I don't really care about that. Okay. Don't ask me that ridiculous question. I go on about my life like everyone else does once these lives are over. All right, let's bring up Dark Tree.
Hey, Zeus. Hey, the kingdom.
Morning. How are you?
I'm doing good. It's Friday, so it's always great.
Huh?
It's Friday, so, that's always good.
Yes. Happy, what is it? Hot indictments?
Hot indictment summer. Yeah. Still summer, so we're good.
Hot
indictment summer. Yes. Oh, God. It's been a crazy summer with all the indictments, isn't it?
But it's also been quite enjoyable, right? Even though it's hot, it's been quite hot. It's been relieving to know Donald Trump is being indicted.
Yeah, it's good to see justice being played out. I wish we'd actually see some more actual consequences right now, because right now he's just getting arrested. So hopefully when we see him in Georgia, Fannie Willis is gonna book him and all that properly. So that sounds like a plan.
It does.
I wanted to bring up, did everyone see Hillary's interview right after the indictment went down?
I did.
It brings to mind back when she was running, all they would talk about is how she never smiles.
Oh.
She needs to smile more.
They said
she has to smile.
Oh.
She looks like she's mean.
They said that.
She was all smiles on that show on Monday.
You know what, Tree? You know what? You're right. Let me see if I could show the people how happy Hillary Clinton was.
Yes, please.
Let me see if I got the photo here, ladies and gentlemen, because I remember seeing it, and I said, there she is. Right? Let's give Hillary Clinton a round of applause.
That's dark Hillary coming out right there. That's a little dark Hillary. Yeah. She got the smile on her face. She's like, finally, people are seeing it.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. See, this is why Trump supporters are upset right now, because everything they tried to throw at Hillary Clinton, it bounced off of Hillary and it stuck on Donald Trump.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, he had 4 years to try to lock her up after he won, and obviously they didn't have anything on her, or else they would have. So people need to stop thinking about that and move on.
Yeah, yeah.
But
They
yeah,
have no dirt on Hillary Clinton, none.
yeah.
Oh, none.
If they had it, they would have. It's just like with Biden. If they really had anything, they'd show it, and it would be moved forward. They don't have it.
No,
It's all
all you got
fake.
is lies. Good morning, Wakanda. All
It's
you
just
got is
messaging.
lies.
They're great at messaging. They just drill it into their side like nothing, and everyone believes it. They don't care. They don't need evidence. They just
Mhm.
believe it.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah. That's just like what hypocrites do and fake Christians do, right?
yes, yes.
They say they love the Lord, but their hearts are far from Him.
I will say one thing though. I think Trump was right. He did find some votes in Georgia after all.
Oh, he did?
Yeah,
Which ones?
votes to indict him.
Hey!
There you go.
He got those votes, didn't he? That's a
He
good
found some
joke.
votes. I think it's 12. I think it was 12 of them, right?
Oh. Oh my God. You know why that's funny? Because when you said that, the first thing that came to my mind was this.
I just want to find 11,780 votes,
Oh.
which is one more than we have.
Well, you
Just one
didn't
more.
get
Yep.
that, but you got 12.
You got 12.
Well, listen, Tree,
Good
I
for him.
think it's so.
Yes, thank you for having me up.
All right, no problem. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give the beautiful Dark Tree a round of applause. She gave us a nice joke as well as a lot of truth. No lies detected.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
Yeah, see. All right, ladies and gentlemen. We reached that point of the live where Zeus does need to wrap it up. Listen, we had a great show this morning. I'm so sorry I didn't get to all of you, but I do got to run. All right. We did an excellent job telling the truth. Thank you. But I will. You know what? You see that? You see one of my critics out there? She said, "Thank God." You know what I'm gonna say? Be careful what you ask for, okay? Because the same thing that'll make you laugh will make you cry. Look at Hillary Clinton right there. She's smiling, all right? The rest of the world is smiling because we all know what's coming for MAGA. And it's the end. The end is here, all right? The end is here, MAGA. There will not be a Trump 2024. Somebody asked, well, what will you do if Trump ends up in the White House again? Again, I don't even entertain foolishness. You should be asking yourself, what am I going to do the day Donald Trump is put in a prison cell and he's no longer able to go onto his social media platform and spread lies and misinformation? What are you going to do, Trump supporters? What are you going to do when the DOJ, the FBI, they come knocking at your door and say, yeah, we want to talk to you about all of that online stuff you said, and you got to go to jail with Donald Trump, right? Because this is not about us. This is really about you, MAGA, getting it right. You need to repent right now like you've never repented in your life and ask the God you serve to forgive you for your crimes and your treasonous loyalty to Donald Trump, okay? Because if you do not get it right, I promise you, hell will be your portion. And I mean that. No, Snuggles. I'm not scared of you. Listen, I've known you for quite a while. What I'm doing is I'm helping you to get the healing you need, my brother, okay? Because think about this. You're in a state of denial, Snuggles, like you've never been before. Your leader, Donald Trump, is going to jail. You're out here on TikTok crying every time. You're stealing my raps right in front of me. Listen, I go into Snuggles live. He's playing the same music I play. He's playing my music and he's telling everybody I'm Zeus. Listen, follow Snuggles. He'll tell you he's Zeus. Zeus is my best friend. This is what he said. And I said, Snuggles, you know what? I gotta show you a little trick that I learned, right? All right. And this is what I said. I said, I'm gonna help Snuggles understand that he really does. He needs to find Donald Trump and repent as fast as he can. Snuggles, do us all a favor. Why don't you just go to Georgia? All right. You have until Friday, Snuggles. Why don't you do everyone on TikTok a favor and go to Georgia and meet Donald Trump when he gets arraigned, Snuggles? I think you need to do that. You need to spend less time on TikTok, right? You need to spend less time on TikTok. You know, you go into his live and Zeus is here. You know what? Oh, now that I have Zeus's attention, let me turn my camera around and make Zeus watch these videos of me on TikTok repeating lies and misinformation and causing Ruby Freeman and her daughter more harm because I'm out here doing what Rudy Giuliani was doing, harassing these innocent women saying they stole votes. Zeus, let me show you that I'm willing to be an agent of chaos for Donald Trump, right? That's what Snuggles likes to do. Snuggles, you can keep doing that on your own, all right? But until you repent and apologize, I don't have any use for you at the moment. What I need you to do, Snuggles, and I mean this in all sincerity, I need you to sit your special behind down and listen to this special broadcast. Because you have zero credibility with me right now. The only thing you can do, now you can get me those steaks. You owe me those steaks because you lied, Snuggles. You lied to me. You lied to Zeus. You said Donald Trump would never get indicted. He's been indicted 4 times since we had that bet, Snuggles. You lied to your followers just so that they could send you a few flowers on TikTok. You got one of your ringleaders in here, your ringleader, Janae, who will leave this live and go into your live after this and cry. Zeus had all of his friends attacking us as if we asked you to come here every single morning. You're here because you volunteered to be here. I've blocked your accounts. You create new ones and you come back. Well, don't mute Snuggles. Do not mute Snuggles, ladies and gentlemen. Now you can't mute him. This is a good friend of mine, but he knows the gloves are off. Okay, because he refuses to admit that he's wrong. And I have to make sure I do this so that he doesn't go any further off the deep end. The last week, we saw Snuggles in the hospital. It's a trend that he has, and I've been knowing him for a while. Every indictment that Donald Trump gets, Snuggles ends up in the hospital because he can't take it. He thinks this is a joke. And Snuggles, out of an abundance of caution, I don't want you to get any closer to the truth than where you're at right now in the comments section. Because if you get too close if you get in the box, I got so much truth, especially with this hammer, you'll have a terrible day. And I don't want nothing to happen to you, buddy. I really don't. I just want you to understand there's an easier way for you to deal with this, all right? There's an easier way for you to deal with this. And you got to abandon your unwavering loyalty to Donald Trump. You got to cut off your so-called friends on the right? The one that's in here. What's her name? Conservative Lynn? Or is it Janae? I don't know. I think it's Janae. You got to cut her off. You got to cut all of them off and start all over. All right? And you got to seek God. You got to seek God for yourself. Pick up your Bible, perhaps, and start in the Old Testament. All right? You keep getting suspended on TikTok because every time you go live, it doesn't take but a few minutes for you to get reported, or I don't know, someone in the TikTok gods are muting you, reporting you, and instead of your friends telling you the truth, Snuggles, stop spreading lies on TikTok and you won't get muted. You know what you do? You let your friends tell you it's Zeus. You let your friends tell you it's the Democrats. You let your friends threaten people on this app, all right? instead of saying, you guys, we need to stop. We need to stop. We really do need to stop and embrace this. Donald Trump is going to jail. And we've been wrong. Instead of saying that, Snuggles, you do what you do. So the gloves are off, ladies and gentlemen. And until these Trump supporters come to Jesus, come to the truth, I have no use for them in the kingdom. That's just how it's got to be. And at least, ladies and gentlemen, until Fonnie Willis goes ahead and gives us that mug shot. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, Snuggles, I hope that answered your question. I'm far from scared. It's you who should be scared. All right. You should be very scared of what Fonnie Willis is going to do to your leader.
I am giving the defendants the opportunity to voluntarily surrender no later than noon on Friday, the 25th day of August, 2023.
Yeah, please unmute Snuggles. Don't mute him, please, because he doesn't need to be muted. He just needs to listen to this. So Snuggles, when you go live after this and you do all of my same routine, make sure you touch on this. Donald Trump will be surrendering to a black woman for the first time in his life, and he will be completely powerless. All right? And that's facts. You can go talk about Hawaii and the lasers all you want. You can talk about Hunter Biden. That's cute. That's real cute to me. But I want you to be a man and tell your supporters that Donald Trump will be surrendering to a black woman in the state of Georgia and that there's nothing he can do about it. All right? All right, ladies and gentlemen. Now, listen, I know they're scared right now. They're scared. Zeus, you're scaring me. I'm probably going to get a lot of DMs. Zeus, you're scaring me. Listen, I haven't been that scared since that one Jason movie or that one Freddy Krueger movie. Oh, Zeus, you're worse than Jaws. You're worse than Cujo. I told you I'm a dangerous person, Snuggles. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Take care and have a great rest of your day. Happy Friday. I hope to see you all again. Maybe I'll do the Closet of Truth. Maybe I'll not. Take care.
Who others the most handsome in the kingdom?
And I really am. Shout out to Hillary Clinton.
Like Zeus. This is how I stare when I'm looking like Zeus. I like to act a fool when I'm moving like Zeus. So be playing with my mood when I'm moving like Zeus. Looking at you cool till I pull up like Zeus. And we're in the sky like you look like Zeus.
I can hear Snuggles right now.
Zeus, I'm riding in the eagle like I read on me too. Took a long time to get here and I'm feeling brand new. If you living like a bum, get away from me, fool. I got money on my mind. I can leave it up to you. I can't hang around with you. You fall in love too quick. You a high risk. Nicks all in the mix. I put a bounty on your head. This is way above the fence. You playing with the gods and you playing with the dead.
Let's go!
Hey, little mama, let me play with your caboose. I know the ladies love me cause I'm sweet like a tooth. Playing hating on the gods, but he's such a douche. I tried to
Don't be playing hating on Zeus.
Refuse. Catching all these snakes like a mongoose. These ladies love me, yeah, I'm the one that they choose. You know I'm so handsome, that's why they call me Zeus. This is how I move when I'm like Zeus. This is how I sound when I'm talking like Zeus. This is how I stare when I'm looking like Zeus. I like to act a fool when I'm moving like Zeus. So be playing with my mood when I'm moving like Zeus. Thinking that you cool till I pull up like Zeus. Thunder in the sky like you look like Zeus. I make my own rules, I'm a god, call me Zeus. I'm hotter than ladies, everybody knows. You say you want it better, I'm limited. I've been waiting for this moment now. I gotta choose. If you play around with love, then you guarantee to lose. I didn't make the game of rules, so don't play me like a fool. Can't swim, don't be in the pool, even though people telling me to prove. I'm just sitting on my phone while you looking like a goof. Hey. With the truth. Yeah, grab your goose. Hey, little mama, let me play with your caboose. I know the ladies love me cause I'm sweet like a tooth. Playing hating on the gods, boy, you such a douche. I tried to be patient, but you haven't like a fuse. Catching all these snakes like a mongoose. These ladies love me, yeah, I'm the one that they choose. You know I'm so handsome, that's why they call me Zeus. This is how I move when I'm like Zeus. This is how I sound when I'm like Zeus.
Listen! Thank you, Lindsay. You're amazing. You're beautiful. Thank you for all you done. You created a monster, Lindsay.
Wow.
Don't blame me.
I'm the goddess of God, you know what I'm saying? I'm breaking down the rules with this.
Merch, you can buy the shirts. Look at the link in the bio.
Kicking hard like Bruce. Lord Reed on the beat. Better call the truth, ladies and gentlemen. I can dance and box in the jungle like a kangaroo. Don't get caught flipping the wheel or you'll be dead like a
On the beat like Zeus. RNC on the beat. Yeah, you heard about me.
Ladies and gentlemen.
He's deranged. Jack Smith. He's deranged. Jack Smith. He's deranged. Jack Smith. He's deranged. Donald Trump is indicted and they take one charge and they turn it into 36 charges. And he's a big Trump hater. Openly, he's a Trump hater. And his wife is even more of a Trump hater. Jack Smith. He's a Trump hater. His wife's a Trump hater. His family is a Trump hater.
Thank you, Evan.
They hate him with a passion. Anything they can. And he's a harasser and an abuser. And he's a big Trump hater. Openly, he's a Trump hater. And his wife is even more of a Trump hater. Donald Trump is indicted and they take one charge and they turn it into 36 charges.
Hey!
Jack Smith. He's a Trump hater. His wife's a Trump hater. His family's a Trump hater. They all hate Trump. Donald Trump is indicted. He's a harasser and they turn it into 36 charges.